Good morning, Hoosiers, and welcome to Paper News 24/7, brought to you by the Paper of Montgomery County online in living color from the paper's control room in downtown Crawfordsville. I'm Stu Clampett with your top headlines for Wednesday, April 27th, 2011. Today's news is brought to you in part by the National Guard. There's a moment you reach deep inside yourself when you find the courage to fight through the elements and you find the strength to save a life. These are the kinds of moments you'll experience in the National Guard. If you've got it inside you, this is your time to act. Visit the Guard online at nationalguard.com or call 1-800-GO-GUARD. In our top story today, an announcement is expected today concerning the weather sirens that were not sounded in Montgomery County after a tornado warning was issued on April 19th. Mayor Charlie Coons said Tuesday that he had met with Fred Davis, the Emergency Operations Director, and County Commissioner Jim Fullwider had participated via telephone. Quote, Fred, Jimmy, and I agreed that the sirens should be sounded when a warning is issued, Coons said Tuesday afternoon. The timing is the question. There's no doubt the National Weather Service has to make that decision. In related news, Sugar Creek is forecast by the National Weather Service to rise nearly a foot above flood stage on Thursday. Flood stage, when the creek is absolutely full, is 8 feet. The creek is expected to crest 8.9 feet on Thursday. On Tuesday, Sugar Creek was measured a little over 4.5 feet. If the creek rises above 8 feet, County Road 175 East and other low-lying county roads will begin to flood. Higher campgrounds will begin to flood, and farmers will notice some fields near the creek will flood as well. Normal river level for Sugar Creek is 2 feet. Well, it's spring, and that means garage sales. If you're planning one or if you're planning to visit them, the paper wants to help. If you're planning a garage sale, call 361-0100 extension 17 to advertise it. And if you're going to visit garage sales, check out our garage sale map. It'll be an easy way to find every garage sale listed in the paper, and you can find that map in upcoming Friday and Saturday editions of the Paper of Montgomery County. A Crawfordsville woman was sentenced Monday in connection with the theft of $74,263 from Charlie Quigg Trucking in Crawfordsville. Rhonda Lawton, 37, of Crawfordsville, was sentenced to 12 years suspended and ordered to pay Charlie Quigg Trucking a minimum of $600 per month until the entire sum of $74,263 is paid back. The sentence was handed down by Judge David Alt in Montgomery County Superior Court. Paper Trivia. It's your chance to win prizes by showing off how much you know. If you've got all the answers, click on this tile on our homepage to go to the Paper Trivia section, answer the question correctly, and you could win. U.S. Representative Todd Rokita will speak briefly at a town meeting of business people at 10:30 this morning at the Quality Inn in Crawfordsville. Rokita is expected to speak for about 5 minutes and then take suggestions from the group of 15 business people concerning what can be done in Washington to reduce the regulations that hamper their businesses. That's according to Dave Long, the Executive Vice President of the Crawfordsville-Montgomery County Chamber of Commerce. A ribbon cutting was conducted to welcome Franciscan Athens OBGYN to Crawfordsville on Tuesday. The practice of Dr. Elizabeth Colonna and Dr. John M. Hoversland opened on March 1st at 1630 Lafayette Road in Suite 200. Don't forget that a flash flood watch is in effect for Montgomery County through this evening. Rainfall amounts of up to 4 inches are possible in the watch area. A flash flood watch means conditions are favorable for flash flooding. If a flash flood warning is issued, it means that flash flooding is occurring and residents should seek higher ground immediately. Frank Phillips' guest this week on Frankly Speaking is Denise Maxwell from the Crawfordsville chapter of the American Red Cross. Frankly Speaking can be found under webcast on the top navigation bar of our website, the same place you can find several Montgomery County Historical Society videos. Today's news is brought to you in part by the Indiana Poison Center. Children act fast, so do poisons. Call the Indiana Poison Center, 1-800-222-1222, for poison prevention tips and treatment advice provided free 24 hours a day. Indiana's weatherman, Paul Poteet, he's waiting in Studio B to bring you the forecast, and Candace Rohrman has your sports, both up next.
Bad wrecks happen to good people. That's why people take their wrecks to the good people at Gould's Body and Paint in Crawfordsville. Gould's will work with your insurance company to provide an accurate quote of your needed repairs. Then the iCar Gold Class Specialists take over, restoring your vehicle to good as new. Gould's will service any make, any model, any type, or amount of damage. Just remember our motto, at Gould's Body and Paint, our business is a wreck.
Meteorologist Paul Poteet reporting directly from Studio B. Indiana's weatherman on the case with Montgomery County's weather update for Wednesday, and sponsored by our folks at Gould Body and Paint. Gould Body and Paint at 607 Waynetown Road in Crawfordsville. Diana and Don standing by to take your phone call. You give them a jingle at 364-1067, 364-1067. It's Gould Body and Paint, where their business is a wreck. More showers around today. I'll start with some good news first. I don't expect any more severe weather. We had some instances of some severe thunderstorm warnings on Tuesday night. There was a tornado watch out for the state. No tornadoes, so that's the good news, but there were some reports of hail. It doesn't look like severe weather will be the problem today, just the persistent precipitation. And so we'll start, first of all, with a headline for Wednesday, which will be a wet Wednesday. The flash flood watch continues for all of central Indiana. That goes until 8 o'clock tonight. Now, we could have some strong thunderstorms around this afternoon and this evening, but it shouldn't reach severe levels. And as you see in the lower right-hand corner, then early on, some showers, maybe some thunder, and then later, as this stalled out front finally passes through, as a cold front late tonight, just a few lingering showers. Actually, after about midnight, we should get a little bit of a break in the action. Then tomorrow, a separate system will be around. That brings us maybe just some light showers. No more heavy rain on Thursday, but some light showers and a much chillier breeze. Tomorrow's winds are going to be blowing at times up, gusting at least, up to about 35 miles an hour. So that's the setup. How much rain for today and tomorrow? Looks like in general about another inch here in central Indiana, maybe another 2 inches down around the Ohio River. And for the Indianapolis official totals, at least, that'll bring it probably in line with one of the top 5 wettest Aprils ever. I don't think it's going to be the wettest April ever, if that makes you feel any better. That's a look at the rain that we expect over the next couple of days in central Indiana. And then finally on Friday, we can shut down that map because it looks like we'll be quiet for a while. Now, the forecast map for today across the country, other than our misery, and there's enough of that around, there could be some severe thunderstorms, generally speaking, a little farther to the east of the stalled out frontal system, which is, as you see, stationary right across the state of Indiana. So severe weather is possible all the way from New York down toward Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, and back around Arkansas. A little bit of snow maybe in some of the Rocky Mountain states and parts of Wyoming and the very northeastern corner of Colorado. Some of the higher elevations of Washington could see heavy snow today. Okay, we get that low out of the way. Then what? System moves out, have an upper level low that brings us rain tomorrow. Then what? That's always the story in weather, isn't it? Then what? Well, then I think things will settle down. We're going to have to deal with some rain on Thursday. There you see a chart of kind of our extended outlook. Rain on Thursday. Temperatures will be into the 50s. Then it warms up, gets nicer. Friday, overall nice day. Plenty of sun is expected, believe it or not. And highs will get back into the 60s. Then Saturday, we've got chances of showers and storms, but those chances of showers and storms that you see there on Saturday, they don't come until the evening hours. So I think we're looking pretty good for at least half the weekend. Now let's look at the full forecast via paulpoteet.com. Some thunderstorms will be with us today and some showers. Rain will be the big thing. Flash flood watch goes until 8 p.m. this evening. High today of 65. And then for tomorrow, looks like just some lighter showers. Cooler breeze tomorrow will be blowing up to 35 miles an hour. The high will only be in the mid-50s on Thursday. Then we'll recover back up into the mid and upper 60s on Friday. Looks good. And over the weekend, mid-70s are possible on Saturday. Partly sunny sky then, and then some rain chances Saturday evening going into Sunday. Sunday's high up around 69 and then closer to the low 60s next Monday and Tuesday. That would be below normal again. That would be the story of the spring so far, huh? And by then we'll be into May. May Day! That's the forecast for radar updates throughout the day. You can follow me on Facebook or Twitter, or just simply look me up on the web to connect to any of those points. That's paulpoteet.com. There's always Indiana radar there at paulpoteet.com. And we've got more news from Montgomery County, Crawfordsville. It's all coming up. You keep it right here on Paper News 24/7.
At Zon's Floor Covering, we don't offer washers, paint, or lumber. Floor covering is our expertise for your home or office. At Zons Floor Covering, we offer luxurious styles of carpeting and realistic-looking vinyl patterns, and we do it better than anyone else. You'll fall in love with the possibilities at Zons, all backed by professional installation, superior personal service, and our 3-year installation warranty. Stop by Zons today and see why we want to be everywhere you are.
I'm Candace Rowan with your local sports for Wednesday. The Crawfordsville baseball team was able to continue their recent rampage over other teams when they beat Lebanon 16-0 in just 5 innings. They are now 6-0 in the Sagamore Athletic Conference. The Lady Athenians, however, were not as lucky and were on the other end of a shutout. Lebanon beat the Lady Athenians 14-0. They will again face Lebanon on Thursday. The Southmont softball team traveled to Western Boone on Tuesday night but fell 2-1. The Southmont baseball team also headed to Western Boone but without head coach Nick Cashon, who is serving his 1-game suspension from being tossed from a game last week. The Mounties also fell in their conference fight. Don't forget to follow Montgomery County Sports at The Paper Sports on Twitter. That's your local news for Wednesday. For more information on these and other stories, visit our homepage or pick up a print copy of the paper in Montgomery County. For Paper News 24/7, I'm Candace Rohrman. You stay classy, Crawfordsville.